The selection of plugs I'm starting out with, I've got a little bit of a heads up. The crank caddy fellows were out helping me here yesterday, and they crankbaited all day long, which they're big crank keg. Obviously, they sell crankbait related products, makes sense. But they were able to find some fish. One of the things they did pass along was white bait was working quite well for them, which I found kind of refreshing because white is a real confidence color of mine, particularly on a wide. And this is another thing the crank caddy guys, they come alongside me yesterday, and it's something I need to be better about. They were smoking them baits. They were pulling a 3 mile plus. They're going a little quicker. The sled core's very speed dependent. So the quicker you go, the higher it'll rise. So I'm going to compensate for that. I let another 50 feet down. I ran that. The bait that's going to work for you on, and part of that is having a system that makes it easy. I use Crank Caddy system, and they've got several ways to approach things. They've got these dash mount crank caddies, which are great. So I'm done with this. I may want to go back to him later in the day, so he's still in the lineup per se. So I'm going to just slide him onto the dash mount. It's not going to flop around, not going to land in my lap when I'm running. It's perfectly content where it's at there. Now I want to swap the plug out. I can simply go to one of their boxes, and the way I use them is they have bags that'll hold their boxes. I put specific styles of lures in them. For example, in this one, I've got their small box, which holds small lures. And here I've got, and this is good, I may have changed my mind. I was going to go to a 100 series little reef runner, but these doggone Berkeley flicker shads have been a heck of a bait for a number of years, and particularly on Hawaii. But you can see how easily they're stored. They're not tangled up, not a bit. And I got them basically laid out by colors. Snap it out. It's that simple. There's no tangling. There's none of the shaking. All the garbage that's associated with it. Anybody that's pulled a crankbait knows full well what I'm talking about. And it's probably what keeps people from doing it more is the pure frustration factor of it. This takes that away. Once again, the tip from the Crank Caddy boys. I had one on the dash, not saying how to put it on right away. I had the thought process, but they definitely sealed it for me. If this is a walleye, this is a good fish.